This is our $300 Nissan 300ZX, and we're gonna be building this nightmare of a car into the beautiful machine that it was meant to be. We have a fun and powerful engine planned for this build, and we just picked up a body kit, so let's get to installing it. All right, I'm gonna grab our side skirt first. I see that this actually bolts to the pinch rail underneath the car, and I can tell you, I know the pinch rails in our car are absolutely hammered, so I'm pretty sure that this isn't gonna line up straight out of the gate, but we're gonna go check it out and see. If you guys have a 300ZX and you're interested in this kit, you can head over to throtl.com and it is available to order there. As you guys can see, whoever had this car before us or previous owners didn't take care of it very well, and the pinch rails are screwed up pretty bad.
They're destroyed, dude. This thing's flat against the bottom of the skirt.
So, just so you understand, the side skirts that Trust or Grady made us, they bolt onto this pinch rail. So we've got to get this flattened back out. Now the plan all along was to fix these. It's definitely a pet peeve of mine, having folded pinch rails. So I know a lot of you at home are probably screaming at the TV, grab the vice grips. I need to get it away from the body first before I can actually even get a tool in there to grab it and pull it down. So I'm using just a chisel and lightly working it back.
Grab a vice grip might work better.
I'm gonna grab you.
What did he say?
As he's pulling on this, watch this rocker right here. So as he pulls back on that, this whole rocker is basically reshaping itself. So this was actually punched up pretty good.
A little blow dry in here?
Yeah, we're gonna try and bend this down a little bit. Fiberglass loves heat because it relaxes and you can bend it and do all sorts of stuff and it doesn't crack, which is really good.
Hey Ricky, can you come translate these?
What we got?
This is for the rear
For me?
bumper.
Ah, esto es fácil.
We have to cut all that off.
Sí, cortas todo esto aquí, pones el bumper que va así por encima, le pones dos tornillos con dos tuercas.
We're going over here.
All right, so Quinn figured out that this thing just pops over the factory bumper, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, look at that. It sits right in the body line.
Yeah, it does. This needs to come up.
Oh, it's so snug, I just pinched my finger in there.
4 screws, we're done, baby. How cool is that?
It's not that much different than the stock bumper, but what I do like about it is the hard edge shape that it puts on it. This edge here.
Brings this down a little lower. It has a much nicer line right
Yeah,
here.
much
The
sleeker.
stock one's like a big bubble, and this is kind of more angular and sharp.
Yeah, check this out over here from this side. So this body line here, which gives it a much more aggressive look as like a square chunky bumper. This comes down and actually makes the back of the side skirt, which is really cool.
Yeah, this angle makes all the difference right here.
For something that was designed in the potentially 99, this is pretty cool and still, I think, a very good looking kit. If you guys are enjoying this 300ZX content, you're gonna wanna check out the social media app Vero. We're gonna be posting behind the scenes and things that don't make our YouTube videos onto our Vero account for you guys to check out. One of the things we love about it is it has very minimal compression on video and photography. It doesn't constrain you when you post photos. It doesn't make you put them in a small box, anything like that. You're free to do with it what you want. The other thing that we love about Vero is there's no ads and no algorithmic feed, which gives you full control over your experience on the app. And as you guys can see, we've posted today about the 300ZX body kit that we unpackaged yesterday, and also some of the content about our Viper as well. Here I am on the discovery page, and what I like about this is you can just thumb through here and find stuff that piques your interest. For instance, there's this really rad hot rod in here. Not sure whose that is, but Really cool, and you know, this allows you just to find other people with like interests and interact with them. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description down below and download the Vero app. You won't be disappointed, and you're gonna get that awesome behind the scenes content from inside the Throtl shop. Make sure you follow us. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually fit this because we're missing a lot of things. Is that holding itself on?
There it is.
No harder, all right, we're going home.
See the fuse box right through this?
We're gonna move that.
Wow, you can just pull your fuses right
Yeah,
through
do you need to
there.
check your headlight relays? There you go, dude.
It's
You're
all
in good shape.
accessible, fully accessible.
Yo.
You can smell the mods from a mile away. I like how that rolls into the front fender. Like, that's way ahead of its time. No, the way they rolled this in, like, this is very like circuit car style, which is cool, but literally we've popped it up there and it stayed by itself without any hardware.
Huh.
There's nothing holding it.
This is the best front bumper for this car. Let me see the back.
I think so too, honestly. So, well,
Very simple. It just looks almost OEM, but a little bit more aggressive, which is kind of the theme, I think, for this car.
Yeah,
Wow,
so-
that looks sick. You're gonna talk about that? We're
Yeah,
gonna
so
delete that.
that's the rear wiper arm. We're gonna pop that off from the inside. I'll weld in a little tab from the back. That'll get a plug, or if we can get a rear window for a car with non-rear wiper. I don't know if that existed.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna remove the stereo antenna, which
Yeah.
I already started to remove, but I need to finish.
Aero mirrors, dude. Get
Oh,
out of
yeah.
the way. Aren't they?
Hey, don't tell our secrets.
Some stock mirrors on here.
No, I already ordered the mirrors, Quinn.
How you didn't want to tell our secrets?
I mean, you already gave it away.
So we do need to find some T-tops, so I'm looking for those.
T's?
The T-tops.
You don't have them?
We don't have them. Oh, we got the
Wait,
brakes.
there was a top on this.
Yeah, but it's all rusty.
Oh.
Hey man, we ready to go to the paint shop.
What color?
Painter line.
What color?
Banana yellow. Everything will be on Vero. We're doing polls on Vero to help us pick different wheels, what wheels we want to put on it.
I love that.
Colors, everything, kind of getting everyone involved.
Let the people have a
Let
say.
the people, this is kind of like the people's build, if you will.
All right, so it is my turn to work on the 300ZX finally. I'm gonna be removing this harness, and it goes all the way across the front. There's a big old fuse box right over here, which I'm gonna be removing as well. So we want this thing to be bare bones in the front, especially for the engine bay paint. It's gonna look amazing. So let's get to it. What you got?
Boom! Check it out, boys. Check it out.
You can't show them in the package, dog.
Check it out.
You gotta show them out of the package.
Quinn, you got it on, baby.
come here.
Yeah, Becky's already. He's already fitted up.
This is really cool.
I like the little string.
Yeah, baby.
How sick is
that?
That's
Dude, I've been
really
waiting
cool.
for these. I didn't think they were gonna show up.
I didn't know you guys were doing this.
These are
It's cool
sick,
detail.
dude.
This is gonna be worse than the other side.
What?
Look in there.
So you have to disconnect all this stuff over here.
Everything in this corner, but the harness is going on top. It's going up. So I gotta trace to see where the plugs are, and then once we take like 8 plugs off, it'll go right through and we'll have the whole harness outside. Cool, the next thing that we're gonna be doing to the 300ZX is we are gonna be removing the antenna, which I think Mickey started but didn't finish. And then we are also gonna remove the rear windshield wiper motor because it is not needed. First things first, we gotta get all this paint out the way so it's nice and clean. From there, we'll measure, we make a plate, and then we'll tack weld it to it, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side.
With this piece of tetanus right here.
Okay. Well, we're gonna clean this off first.
Piece of tetanus.
Yeah.
Tetanus right there.
We're gonna clean it. Since these are covered for antenna, we're gonna trace this right here. Then we're gonna cut it. Then we're gonna shape it. And then we're gonna tack it. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing for the trunk area. Two magnets. I'm gonna place it there, and the magnets are gonna hold it completely flush. So from here, I can actually tack, make 2 tacks on this side, 2 more on that side, and I can let go of the magnets, and the piece of metal is not gonna move. And then I can do my welding all the way across. These are Power MIG 210MP by Lincoln Electric, and this is our most used machine in this shop. You can use a 110 volt or a 220 volt, which is the best thing about it, and it's very portable. First thing you do, power it on, and it literally says, ready, set, and weld. And what it does, it says your previous setting that you had. In our case, we are gonna be welding 18 gauge, and when it comes to welding on the car panels are so thin that I like to go all the way low on my voltage, and that gives you a perfect weld around the piece of metal here. Mine's already set, but let's just say in case you have a different size metal, just say you're welding 16 gauge, it literally sets you up so you can start welding right away without having to do any settings. But in our case, we're gonna go back to 18, and then I already know my settings for this one, so let's get to welding. Alright, this is all I'm doing. Obviously this is not perfect, and I'm not gonna make it perfect because the body shop still needs to remove all the dents around the car, and then they're gonna patch this, and there she is. Look at this.
Let's go. I'm taking the mirrors off. So these are coming off, and then we got our moldings here coming off, and then we got the door handles off, which this one,
it's already off.
It's already off because it fell out when we bought the car, but the other one's still on, so I gotta get that out.
I'm gonna finish putting this thing on. Mickey had to leave today, so he's not here today, so I'm gonna finish this for him. Finally, aero latches are completed and they work perfectly. They don't get stuck. Now I can do, and
ready to go.
All right, well, as always, when we have glass work around the throttle shop, we lean on our boy James at Beck's Auto Glass. He's local here in the San Diego or Southern California area. He knows these Japanese cars really well, and we've got him over here just basically taking all the glass out of the car so that when this goes off to paint, they don't have to fuss with it. So front glass, 2 quarter windows, and the rear hatch glass all coming out today. This thing will be ready to rock and roll for paint.
I think it would have flown off on the road. It would have like gone.
That would have been bad.
Oh, it sucked. We're gonna get this thing off to paint. We're gonna load it on a trailer that I just got. It's gonna be fun because this car has no brakes, no parking brake. It has steering, which is good. So we're gonna hope it doesn't roll away from us.
What do you think about this one, Patrick? It's a bit rough.
A little rough.
It's very rough.
I think the turd, huh?
Absolute turd. This might be the #1 turd out there. Here.
This car was $300.
It looks $300. This is bad.
All right, we've got the $300 ZX dropped off at Torrey Pines Collision, where Patrick and Joel and the boys here are gonna take care of it for us. This car is not nice.
At all. This thing is spooky.
So the boys here really have their work cut out for them, but they've done some other projects for us. I think this is well within their wheelhouse. I know it's gonna turn out great. And the color we picked is amazing.
It is. You guys are gonna have to wait to see that though, unfortunately. So we're gonna leave it here. Next time you guys see this car, it will be either being painted or completely done. So
I don't know.
stay tuned.
Leave us some comments down below if you guys want to see us drop by once in a while and get some updates on the body work, because it's going to require a lot. So let us know what you think. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today.
Let's get out of here.
We'll see you in the next one.